Welcome back to Dinar Current. Iraq Dinar Exchange Update. What happened at 9 a.m. and why the world is watching. Introduction. A morning that shook the currency world. On a quiet morning in Baghdad, precisely at 9 a.m. local time, an event unfolded that has stirred financial conversations across Iraq and far beyond its borders. Currency enthusiasts, analysts, and everyday Iraqis woke up to a story that seemed different from the countless rumors that have circulated for years about the Iraqi dinar. The dinar has long been at the center of speculation. Some call it hope, others call it hype. But what happened today carried a level of specificity, coordination, and consistency that set it apart. Screenshots, social media reports, whispers from inside Iraq's banking halls, and murmurs among international financial observers all pointed to the same claim: a shift in the dinar's value against the US dollar. While not yet a full-scale revaluation, the early signs suggest something significant is underway. For investors abroad and Iraqi citizens at home, the implications could be profound. The long road of the Iraqi dinar. To understand why today's event matters, one must appreciate the story of the Iraqi dinar. The dinar was once a symbol of national pride, but decades of sanctions, war, corruption, and instability left it battered. At its lowest points, Iraqis carried stacks of banknotes for basic purchases, and the international community viewed the dinar as little more than a regional placeholder. Yet, the hope of a revaluation has never truly gone away. Investors abroad, particularly in North America and parts of Europe, have held on to dinars for years, anticipating a day when Iraq's economic recovery and oil wealth might finally push the currency to stronger global recognition. For Iraqi citizens, however, the issue is far more personal. The value of their money affects grocery bills, rent, salaries, and the price of imported essentials. Each fluctuation is felt not just in bank accounts but in daily lives. What made this morning different? What unfolded today was unlike the vague rumors of the past. Usually, speculation comes in waves, fragmented messages, half-verified claims, and uncertain whispers. This time, something stood out: precision. The reports all centered on a specific time, 9 a.m. Iraq time. Multiple sources, from local banks to international chat rooms, carried nearly identical claims. Screenshots allegedly showing new bank screen rates circulated within minutes. Even Iraqis visiting local branches claimed to have noticed a change in day rates. This kind of synchronized release is rare. It suggested not a random leak but perhaps a coordinated step, a trial balloon, a technical test, or the first stage of a phased adjustment. The numbers that sparked the buzz. At the center of the morning's excitement was a new figure. $100 equals 138,750 Iraqi dinars. That translates to about 1,387.5 dinars per dollar, a clear strengthening from the previously hovering rate of 1,450 dinars per dollar. To the casual observer, this may look like a minor shift. But for those who have watched the dinar closely, it was meaningful. A movement of even 50 to 100 points is seen as a signal of deeper reforms. More importantly, the timing, the coordinated reports, and the visible change in rates suggest that this was not accidental. Why the timing matters. Morning announcements in finance are strategic. They give markets, banks, and traders the full business day to digest the news, adjust systems, and prevent disorder. If this was indeed a central bank-backed move, the 9 a.m. rollout was no coincidence. It was a way to keep order while allowing Iraq's economy to adjust. Interestingly, reports in the days leading up to this event described unusual activity at the Central Bank of Iraq (CBI). Staff working late, increased security measures, and system tests fueled speculation that something was brewing. In hindsight, it looks like preparation for a calculated adjustment. The central bank's role. No currency move of this magnitude happens without the CBI. The institution manages official exchange rate policy, foreign reserves, banking system stability, coordination with international financial networks. For any revaluation or adjustment, the CBI would need to carefully align with not only domestic banks but also international partners to prevent chaos. A sudden unplanned move would risk destabilization. A phased rollout, however, matches the cautious, step-by-step style many analysts believe Iraq is pursuing. Local implications, what it means for Iraqis. For Iraq's people, this isn't just news, it's survival. Imported goods. A stronger dinar lowers the cost of imported essentials like food, medicine, and fuel. Salaries and savings. Even a small appreciation increases purchasing power, giving families more breathing room. Businesses. Local traders must quickly recalculate contracts, supply chains, and retail pricing. The Iraqi middle class, often squeezed by inflation and currency fluctuations, could see immediate relief if these changes hold. Global reactions. Investors on edge. The dinar community abroad has been waiting years for such signals. Forums, Telegram groups, and social media erupted this morning as screenshots and claims poured in. For longtime holders of the currency, even a small rate change was seen as confirmation that something bigger might be coming. The key question: is this a one-time technical adjustment, or the first step in a larger phased revaluation strategy? Why a phased approach makes sense. Financial historians will note that many countries facing currency overhauls avoid overnight shocks. Instead, they roll out changes gradually. China has often adjusted the yuan in small increments to test market reactions. Kuwait restored its currency post-conflict with carefully managed steps. Egypt tried a sudden float in 2016, which brought short-term chaos before stabilizing. Iraq appears to be leaning toward the first model: small, controlled, technical moves designed to build confidence and avoid panic. Possible international coordination. Some claims suggested that the new rate wasn't limited to Iraq but was visible in internal systems of certain international banks. If true, this would signal global coordination, an essential step if Iraq wants the dinar to regain international trading strength. Synchronizing across banks worldwide prevents confusion, ensures contracts clear properly, and avoids dual-rate chaos. This would mean the shift is not just a local adjustment but part of a broader financial integration effort. The road ahead. What analysts expect. The next few days will be critical. Analysts are watching for 1. Official CBI confirmation. Will the central bank make a statement? 2. Forex updates. Will the new rate appear on international platforms? 3. Market behavior. Will prices in Iraq shift to reflect the stronger dinar? 4. Political signals. Currency moves often align with political announcements or reforms. The cautious optimism is that today's event was the first public signal of a larger strategy to gradually strengthen the dinar. Social dynamics. Hype versus reality. The dinar community has been through cycles of hope and disappointment. Rumors have circulated for over a decade, with many proving false. That's why credibility is key. This morning's specificity, an exact time, consistent numbers, simultaneous reports, gave the claim unusual weight. For many, it felt like the beginning of a structured event, not just a recycled rumor. Why Iraq needs a stronger dinar. Beyond speculation, Iraq has real economic reasons to pursue currency strength. Oil revenues. As one of the largest oil exporters, Iraq needs a stable currency to manage trade. Foreign investment. A stronger dinar increases investor confidence. Public stability. Currency weakness often sparks protests, strength builds trust. Regional influence. Iraq sits in a competitive neighborhood where currency stability equals political leverage. The human story. Behind the charts and rates are people. An Iraqi shopkeeper adjusting prices, a student saving for university, a mother buying groceries, each one feels the impact. For them, today's whispers of a stronger dinar are more than financial news, they are a glimpse of hope in a country that has endured decades of hardship. Conclusion. A first step or just a test. At 9 a.m. Iraq time, something happened. The exchange rate shifted, the community noticed, and the conversation ignited. Whether this was a single adjustment or the opening chapter of a phased revaluation plan remains to be seen. What is clear is that Iraq's financial leadership seems to be acting with caution, precision, and a desire for stability. The coming days may bring official confirmations, or they may bring denials. But for now, the world is watching Iraq with fresh eyes. The dinar has moved, perhaps not by much, but enough to suggest that the long-awaited story is finally entering a new phase.